There you are, playing the PvP in your World War II shooter, and all of a sudden, you're a Nazi. You didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this. Yet there it is. And it's treated no differently than playing a British soldier.
What? I didn't know there was no difference between a Nazi and a British soldier. Now listen, I rarely comment on other people's videos. I mainly play games. But a recent video on Stop Normalizing Nazis made me pause and think. And I felt that I should do a response video. Now, don't get me wrong. I really like extra credits. I learned a lot from them, especially the warring period in Japan, the medieval period, and of course, the ancient Rome period from their history series. However, in their video, Stop Normalizing Nazis, there was a drop in logical quality.
Easy. Don't make them morally equivalent. Don't make there be no in-game moral difference between your Nazis and your allies.
Basically, extra credits argument is this. It is okay to play as Nazis and give player choice to play as Nazis, as long as games do better, to also represent the horrors of the Nazi regime that destroyed 6 million lives and more of the people of Europe. In other words, if you play as a Nazi, you must be reminded at every turn of the game that the Nazis were horrible people who committed genocide and mass murder, as opposed to other soldiers. Now, I don't want to address other issues like gameplay and that extra credits brought up because they've been so eloquently answered by other channels such as The Quartering. But I do want to address the meta questions. And the big question is this. Were Nazis ordinary men? In other words, are Nazis a particular brand of terrible people that we have to consider this question whether we can play as them in video games? And you might be surprised to hear, yes, ordinary men have the potential to be as horrible as Nazis. In fact, there is a book about it called Ordinary Men by Christopher R. Browning. In his investigation, he found out that outstanding German police officers became horrible Nazis and enforcers of the genocidal policy in a span of a few short years. And we all have to recognize that anyone has the potential for great good or great evil. If you think for a moment that you are immune to the great evil of this world and being influenced by it, you are deadly wrong, my dear friend. Across history, we have guys in the name of a greater good killing dozens and millions of other people. Why particularly single out the Nazis? And of course, there's that saying that if you want to represent Nazi, you must represent everything about the aspect and the horrible part about the Nazis. But if we think about it, we can't expect game developers to focus on every single thing about a historical regime. If you play chess, that's black and white. Do you ever focus that when you move a pawn forward, thousands of people will die? Of course not. This is a ridiculous assumption. Instead of asking game developers to do better, extra credits should themselves do better. And what do I mean by do better? Number 1. Recognize that game developers have a right to tell whatever story they wish to tell. And recognize that the game users or the players have a right to choose whatever game they want. I don't play Call of Duty and expect a commentary of the horrors of the Nazi regime. Number 2. Recognize that Nazis were once normal human beings like you and me, and we all have the potential for great evil. But in denying our evil and focusing on to do good what is good, we have the potential to achieve great things in life. Thank you for listening, everyone, and have a nice day. I hope to get back to my regular programming and talk more about games. If you like my channel, please subscribe. No donations needed. Bye.